Hi Innovators, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to date yourself. So when you are actively dating, doing your due diligence and vetting your kingdom man, what do you do on those quiet weekends that you have to yourself? What do you do when you're not on a date? To be honest, ladies, you should be dedicating time to yourself. It's important. In the times that you're not on a date or you're not with the man that you are vetting, or with your girlfriends or your family, like you really need to carve out time for yourself, so you can pour into yourself. Dating yourself is so important because it does help improve your mental health. Okay, I'm gonna share a quick story with you, just a short story, so you understand how I even got to the point of wanting to date myself and seeing the value in it. So I remember when I was in a relationship with my ex, we dated, okay? He took me everywhere. We went to restaurants, experiences, traveled, you name it. We went to a bunch of beautiful places, got to know the waiters, the owners, the bartenders, and really just built a community of eatery, if you will. So when we broke up, you know, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, you know, what am I gonna do? I mean, this man took me all over town. I don't wanna go to the same places that we used to frequent. I wanted to kind of find my own community of eatery and, you know, and go out and, you know, explore different places in other local towns, because I moved to a different city. We were still in the same state, but I moved to a different city, and I'm like, you know what? Let me explore some places around where I live now and get out there and just work on the process of my healing, my mental health, when getting out of a breakup and now entering single life. And, you know, before I even stepped into the dating world, this is what I was doing. I was finding what I like to do and where I like to go and where I like to eat, and exploring new places with different ambiance, and then connecting with different owners and bartenders all on my own. So I highly suggest that when you are dating yourself, you do take the time to take yourself out. Go to the restaurants that you love, that you would want a man to take you to, you know what I mean? Like white tablecloth, white napkin in your lap. Like really take yourself out to these places and make it a point to fall into your feminine, be comfortable. It's gonna feel weird at first, you know, when you're going out by yourself and people are staring at you like, what is she doing out by herself? Hello, do you see her? But it's just a part of the process. It's just a part of the journey. And I highly recommend that you date yourself in that way. Take yourself out. You know, the places I would go, for example, were different rooftops in the area. I had one of my favorite restaurants in town that I would go to, and they had a outdoor eating area. I would switch it up, sometimes eat on the roof, sometimes eat outside, sometimes at the bar. Built really great connections there. You know, just different places. Even if it's just a picnic to yourself, you go to the park and, you know, make yourself a nice spread, wine, take pictures. Like that is just what fuels you and feeds your soul and builds up that self-love, that self-confidence, that self-value. Because if you can do these things for yourself, you will be more receptive and open to attract the energy that is willing to do that for you, right? And you can sit back and say, well, you know, I'm used to this. Like I treat myself like this, so I expect that whoever I decide to give my time to treat me like that as well. So ladies, please do yourself the favor and take yourself out, do your makeup, do your hair. If you know how to do it, take the time to do your own nails. Really, you know, put that energy into yourself, put that love on you, okay? Learn how to, when you date yourself, you learn how to master one's self-love, okay? Because you are doing the inner work to pour into you. You are not relying on other people to bring you joy and happiness and fulfillment and validation. You are doing all the work yourself. So play with your makeup, master your look. That's what I do. I love doing makeup. I've been doing makeup since I was like, well, not doing it, but like playing in makeup since I was a little girl. So I really do love, you know, the ability to enhance your own natural beauty. Like, it's just fun and it's creative, and it's time to yourself. Like, put on some music, dance in front of the mirror, get ready as if you were going out with your girlfriends or with your man. Like, you really have to embody the feeling, the energy, everything that you want, that you do want for the future. You have to do that now. You have to embody these things. You have to know what it feels like to be genuinely, unconditionally, and just thoroughly loved. And how can you do that if you don't do it for yourself? So you have to do it for yourself in order to know what that feels like. And let me also just add, you know, when I go out by myself, I don't go out with girlfriends. When I say alone, I really mean alone. Look up a place that you want to go out to, or maybe that you have been out to with your friends, and try going there by yourself. Sit at the bar, you know, and just enjoy yourself. I remember going to this place around the Edgewater area. If you're in New Jersey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I would go to this, there was one rooftop that I loved going to, and then there was another like restaurant / lounge that I would love going to. And I would go there completely alone, sit at the bar, have a nice quick little small bite and a drink, and you would be shocked at how many people you are able to meet and interact with, whether it's the bartender. I met people from New York that night that were like teachers. They were like, you know, they were there for happy hour. I met business owners, like just all types of people because you're by yourself. So it's inviting. It's, people want to talk to you. People want to connect with you because you look approachable. You don't have a bunch of people. You don't have an entourage. You don't have your girlfriend occupying your space and time where someone may not feel comfortable just coming up to you. And then it's also a way to meet high value, high quality men as well. You know, when you go out by yourself, and depending on where you go, you can also meet new people. I mean, it's a win-win. So I highly suggest that. But yes, like, if you can, try to go out alone. I know it feels a little like, you know, anxiety builds up. I'm nervous. I'm a woman. I'm out here by myself. Like, but give it a try. Go out during the day, you know, do a daytime, make it a daytime thing. Even if you want to take yourself to a museum, just think of the things that you are interested in, that make you happy, that make you feel fulfilled, and go out and do them. I remember, honestly, I don't even have to remember, just recently for my birthday, I had purposely placed events all around my birthday, because my birthday fell on a Wednesday. And I purposely placed events the weekend before and the day after my birthday to hang out with friends, family, whomever. But on my birthday, because I've been dating myself for a couple years now, I wanted to spend my birthday by myself. And I went to see a So Far music show in Philly, and it was great. And I went there by myself. I connected with a few artists, some creatives, some local people that live in Philly. And it was just so refreshing because it's like, and there were people that wanted to take me out for my birthday, that wanted to spend time with me on my birthday, but I really like consciously wanted to dedicate time for my birthday on my day to just be by myself and do something that makes me feel fulfilled and happy. And you know, listening to creatives sing their art, their songs, and meet new people was just the atmosphere that I wanted to create, and I did. So that's what I'm saying, ladies. Like, take the time to create the atmosphere that you want, that you embody. So then when you do meet your kingdom man, you are so fulfilled, you are so full that you have much more to contribute to the relationship. So the next way that you date yourself is in the house. And this is one of my favorite ways to date myself. I would consider myself a introverted extrovert. Like, I'm more introverted than extroverted, if that makes sense. Like, I really do love spending time with myself. So, this is like my favorite thing to do. So when I date myself in the house, again, it goes back to the center of why this is important, right? It's working on your mental health. It's improving your mental health. It is doing the inner work, because we are evolving every single day. As a feminine energy, feminine goddess, you are so abundant. Like, there's so many just layers to you as a woman, you know. And as we continue to grow and just go through life and hit different milestones, it's like you're reaching new levels in life, and you kind of have to relearn yourself all over again. So when you date yourself in the house, you give yourself that ability to do those things. I mean, when I'm in the house, I absolutely love, you know, listening to music. Again, it's like the feeling of when you're getting ready to go out, but maybe you select a different kind of playlist when you're in the house. You know, you look yourself in the mirror, you love yourself, you give yourself positive affirmations, you know, and don't forget the wine. You know, I love to have wine when I'm in the house and dating myself. You know, I have a glass of wine. If I'm up to it, if you're up to it, cook yourself a good, healthy meal. That always just, it makes me feel so good when I'm just cooking some good, healthy food, you know, and I get to eat it, and I can go on and on and on. You know, do your hair, play in makeup, dance, stretch, do some yoga, journal. These are all great ways in which you can date yourself. You know, write yourself a letter, a love letter. Tell yourself how much you love not how much you love each other, how much you love yourself. And yeah, like, these are the things that you want to do. You want to prance around in the mirror. You want to dance. You want to look at yourself naked. You want to just appreciate yourself, just love on yourself. Like, again, it goes back to creating the atmosphere that you would want if you were in the house with your man. If you were in the house with your man, how would you expect him to treat you? Yeah, really think about that. So when you think about that and that feeling, that's what you do. You reenact those things. You act out. You be the person. You embody that woman. You embody that feminine energy. And you just unleash it all in the house. And you know what? It's safer too. For the women that don't feel comfortable going outside and exploring different restaurants and lounges and rooftops or whatever, that involves going outside. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, dating yourself inside is just as valuable. So as we talk about dating yourself in the house, ladies, I think it's very important that, one, we always keep our space clean. We always keep our home clean, organized, smelling good, up to par, all of those things. So in the midst of you dating yourself at home, just think of this vibe. You're home, you got your music playing, you have your wine, you look good, you feel good, you just literally pampered yourself and poured into yourself. During that time, figure out what needs to be cleaned up, what needs to be reorganized. I mean, this weekend I'm spending the time of reorganizing my closet and getting rid of more clothes that I don't need, or shoes, and figuring out how to make the most of my space. I think constantly cleaning your space is another way to pour into yourself, show that self-love, that self-value, that self-respect that you need to have in order to welcome in more abundance into your life and more love and everything else that you desire. So I just wanted to point that out too, that dating yourself could involve doing some household chores that essentially is going to make your energy more balanced, your mind more free and open, and just put you in a more calm space. So cleaning your space is a good way to date yourself while you're in the house. And one of the last and final ways I want to talk about how you can date yourself is by getting yourself a gift or gifting yourself something special. That's something that, we love to do. For instance, buying flowers. I don't have flowers right now on my island because I had some last week for my birthday and they literally just died. But buying yourself flowers, bring in some fresh air into your place, some colors, some just beauty, some natural beauty into your place. We love when men buy us flowers. We think it's beautiful and romantic and lovely. So if that's something that you like and that you're into, I highly suggest that you go out and get yourself some flowers. I typically love to go to Whole Foods to get my flowers. And I like to go like weekly or every other week to get my flowers. You can get a bouquet, $25, if that, probably 2 for that price, depending on what type of flowers you want to do. But I usually like to stick to a main bouquet and then get baby's breath or whatever. Like, you do what you want to do and what makes you feel good and what makes you feel happy. But getting yourself gifts, flowers is a great gift that you can give yourself. Buy yourself a card, order yourself something, and maybe extend the shipping date where it doesn't come too soon. So when you get something, it's like when you least expect it. And you can opt to select this gift as a gift on the website, and you can write yourself something nice and just give yourself the love that you desire overall, is what I'm trying to say in this video. It's very important as women that we do that, so we can just continue to go out in the world as confident and as beautiful and as ready as we possibly can be while we are going through our dating process, while we are going through our journeys. It's so important to continue to just love on yourself and pour into yourself during these times. Back to what I was saying before, it does help improve your mental health. And also, when you think about the future and you think about down the road, when you do meet your kingdom man and you guys do get together, this is all of these things that you're doing right now in your dating journey is a great way to build yourself up, create individuality, right? So when you are in a relationship, you're not fully consumed in that relationship. You want to have hobbies. You want to have interesting things that keep you busy. so you can, you know, share exciting things with your partner, so you can always be balanced in your feminine energy, and overall just continue to build that self-love that we all need in order to live happy, fulfilling lives. So yeah, that's it for this video on how to date yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you all have any other ways that you like to date yourself, please feel free to share it with me, because I'm always looking for interesting ways to pour into myself, love myself. I love sharing my journey with you, because we're not in this alone, right? We're all going through this process, if you are in this process. But, you know, it's fulfilling to share this with you, and share the things that I've learned in my journey thus far. And I look forward to learning from you as well. So yeah, feel free to comment below, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel if you aren't already. And thank you again, and I'll see you all soon.